baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Ubers. I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of them, all in the same. Broke it, end of the month, flow, joke, kill mode, work it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like timber, tantrums, girl, come back there. All in the club, and bring all your girlfriends, girl. Hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no bag. Cause y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. Love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. Carl Lewis really running the best.
Now let's go! Blue Liner!
Tell me something I don't know. last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position, boys like we sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I'm just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, so now it in his glow. Bust off. Welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting. Now they see me out in public and be known what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and they like being famous. I just wanna be stable till my feet. Just coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up these banks, can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop, I ain't telling on my bros. But don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Gun! 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 Here we go now. Green 39.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving that rude boy,
All right, here we go.
waving at you boy, ran off on the two like true boy. Imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy. This Arizona boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type
Here we
of
go
risks
now.
boy, 'cause
Green
this
39.
boy been throwing it like boy, you miss boy. The numbers don't add up on the. That was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah.
Here we go now.
If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity is ringing off. I just happen to be here now. They're still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Shout, you ain't morphing enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but
Here we go now.
turn rapper can morph into puff. Dance contest for the predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to all get a bonus. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the
Here we
side
go
of the
now.
ball court. If you know, you know. Don't stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know.
Here we go now.
If you
Blue
know about
Lightning.
if you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the
Let's go.
encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the wood, then had to wait till you wore away. If you know, you know. When we all are clicking like Golden State, and you made a team of the motorcades. You know, you know. Being great is like a genie to bad in 2-piece bikinis.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines. Started throwing bands. Big brought the Tigers in, cause I was busy earning stripes like a
Green
tiger
39.
skin.
Green 39.
Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the court, don't supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here we go now. Blue Lightning. Hurry up, here we go. 319. right, here we go.
Really necessary. Get the message like the secretary, boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator, fresh off of my hiatus, yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about a little amount, 20 red till a $1 million. Yeah, like in the can't go down. New Cadillac with an all gold hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta, I can give a about a dog. Used to get the thing from a jet, so I counted setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say, do. Break bread and fake dead, a bit to hate dead, bit the million, you die to make that middle. Trouble, see me outside when you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, try to weak. Swear to God I could have been pretty great. A Mike Brown get down with a on me in a half a. Let me buy Sandra plan. Listen boy, you're challenged with the running man. I was challenged with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Pray and hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler. In and out of air lane, never been a part of their in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, yeah, I got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows I'm go. Dog roll in the 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go, see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot when I walk it. Caught case with the case and a phone. They will watch you give it. I live, did they rap it back, can't them back what they capping back. They ain't roll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, that's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it. Roll it down by 2. Run a corner here. Run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation. 28 Suites. Blue 14. What's up?
We to the man, Atlanta, head cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would if I'm trying to battle rap. Be one in there. No drive, but we why you showing up stunts and you up that jury and money. Playing games, thinking showing up funny till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll, keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it, don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got a problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie, I promise that the day go by. I ain't on the grind if it ain't on fire. If the one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna put 6 wheels on the railroad bar. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know, so you think at the top till I move over. Model day Tupac in a new Hobart. You know that now come with us and down. We dodging, steady ducking clown. We chasing meals so we can put that down. Top where we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Middle throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real, what veteran? What academy? He still remember me when they were sick and needed they messy. Better watch it, partner, you ain't around here thinking sweet. You got the wrong idea. Get left out there. Tell them so what? I kept trap music, all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you ask stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music, all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself, you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to traffic. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If expect me to give up, I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working. She keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving. I just can't sit around. Oh my. Cause the cash ain't gon' come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure, I'm trying to stick and move through this. Fixing these bumps on the road so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this. Trying to stay true to this. Even when they lie on me, world on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me. I've been going through some, enough keep an eye on me. I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want a picture, take a picture, don't get shy on me. I'm here to inspire, I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you'll see a bright of me. I'm sorry. To all my supporters, man, I love y'all. I just want to say thank you. You supported me since day one. You just don't want to see me win, man. I don't know why, but we gonna win anyway. Came straight out the with a microphone. Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam. I'm never in between, I'm either hot or cold. Can't be a loser, I maneuver like I got a clone. I'm out here in these streets like I ain't got a home. And you barely hear from me like I ain't got a phone. Cause there's no days off, there's no days off. I know it sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God, then me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. Then I quit, started spent my money on recording. Yeah, the studio was small, but man, that made me a fortune. Made me a fortune, man. Trying to stop me. Y'all can't stop me. This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
I need the silence, chaos, and sentimental. You need a BJ first class, not what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. How the you need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I was here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace with you is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of us, if I offend you.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big bang plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big bang plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross moves quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big red like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch, I like 2 chains. I swerved in a new lane. Bang, let them quick do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big bang plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big bang plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, they ain't talking cash, so I did the race. Fast car with the pace, need you water on the chain. Get no love where it ain't from. When I'm on the beat, I make it dumb. I need that bread like a big crumb. Came up from nothing, made it some. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big bang plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big bang plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, account stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America? Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They ain't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And Shawty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, account stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters
in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in America. But it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying iced up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took the dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosty like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like, hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go round and two, stacking up, I love how my money count on move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like Shamu. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look too. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn up my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. Hey, I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying iced up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof.
Money back, money back, money back. Make it like a money back, money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I said, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I parked my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang so so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He on his list. Now why this gonna look on my snap? I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on Monday, throw rock. Friday, this is sweet. Saturday, that's just what plastic. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Returning it, John Ross. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Kendricks in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Play fake. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now here's Ross. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Set! Green 30.
looking to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Really good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Over.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom!
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got a man open. It's Ross. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. toss to Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals are in for 6. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. dances by him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
Mayfield off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On third down, Mayfield. Landry, agile footwork. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Bengals getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
That's it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Got his man. It's Eifert. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's a give to Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A handoff to Mixon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said...
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
All right, now look at 56.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. That's caught out left by Perriman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Shifts past him at the 45. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gone! Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And the Browns getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Fancy footwork at the 45. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch it now, Barney!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
All right, here we go.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Everyone's got 4 down.
They'll throw here out of the gun. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90.
Back to throw now on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 65 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. And he knocks it through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over.
2nd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go play action here on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Go!
Mayfield on play action. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Landry, the intended target. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! We got trips over here. Set! Green!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession